Hello, Matt.
Hello, Ellen.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm freezing cold.
All right. Are you in Norway?
No, I'm in Australia, but I made my car as cold as possible to simulate the feeling, you know?
Okay.
Try and get an authentic
Yeah.
interview by making myself freezing cold.
That's awesome.
What could I say? I go a step above the rest. I try and get noticed.
Yeah. That's perfect.
You've been alright so far? Not too busy?
No, I have nothing on my schedule except on Mondays when
Oh,
I do
oh,
interviews.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Too lucky. But
Yeah, I know.
I'm your second interview of the day, correct?
Yeah, yes,
Alright.
you are.
Let's see if I can beat that last guy, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Tonight I'm joined by the sun-kissed Swede and proud woman Ellen Larson of Blues Pills, an earthly yet spiritual group. The beloved band has announced Holy Moly, their newest album arising August 21st. How are you, Ms.
I'm
Larson?
well, thank you. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. As I said, I'm very cold, but you're warming my heart a bit, so it's all good. We're getting there. Still alive for now. You wouldn't have to be
Cool.
the same Swedish Alan Larsson who's a unrecognized saxophone player, would you?
No, it's not me. But I played with her in Stockholm, actually. She's awesome.
Oh, that would be a great supergroup, the Alan Larsons.
Yeah, exactly. But I just got married, and I think she also has she's married now, so she has a double name.
All right,
So,
kind of ruins it.
a lot of last names.
Well, I've got an auntie,
Yeah.
Melissa Larson. You guys might be related to her.
Oh,
Might
yeah.
might be related somewhere.
Yeah.
We could be cousins. I can
Yeah.
join your supergroup.
Yeah, you should.
How good.
You should.
Now, the band has already become loved worldwide by fans and critics, so congrats on that. What are you expecting this new album to do to your career and image?
Oh wow, I don't know. I think when we just entered the studio, I said, let's make this album sound like a big fuck you to everyone and everything. So for me, I kind of came to a point where I don't care anymore, and it's really awesome. I just want to write music, and then, I think it's more of the industry people that are worried about how it's going to sell and how critics and like the fans are going to take it and all that. But I don't care anymore.
Did they have a hand in how the previous albums turned out?
Yeah, I mean, they were happy how they turned out. That's what you...
No, but were they a bit overbearing as opposed to how you've done it this time, saying fuck you to the industry? Was the industry kind of pushing you in a certain direction before?
Yeah, but I think they do that with all artists and bands, and we were, I was 21 when we got signed, and we had no experience at all. So then, I mean, when you're in your 20s, you get so affected by everything and everyone, and people throw their opinions about you, and then you start to you're young and immature. But I mean, now it's past 10 years. So I've been in this industry for 10 years now, so now I just know when to say fuck no and not to listen, and just, and of course I listen to other people's opinions, but that doesn't mean that I agree with them, and I can say no. For us, because we recorded it on our own, in our own studio that we built, and we produced it ourselves, and of course the label and the management were a bit worried, how it was going to sound, but we just didn't give a shit. And then we sent the first demo, and that was the song from A Morning Dove, and then they were saying, keep doing what you're doing. So yeah. And if they wouldn't have said that, we would anyway keep doing what we're doing, because I just want to do music, and we wanted to have, to get back the freedom we felt doing Blues Pills and music before we got signed, before we had people expectations and the pressure. Because, back then when I wrote music when I was younger, I didn't expect anyone to listen to it except my parents and like my friends. So, and that's, a complete different freedom. And of course, with pressure, you really try harder, which is good, but you need to find a balance between it.
Yeah, I completely understand. And look, more power to you, honestly, because it's obviously the industry has had they've supported you the entire way. You've been really pushed to the top, but you've also built that yourself, It couldn't have happened without what you've written, your skills. So a big congratulations to you on that, because it really is yours, And I love the new singles as well, the 3 singles you've released so far.
Thank you.
That's right.
And it just feels very true. And like this time we actually had, because we had a long break, we took a break in 2018, and it was, because sometimes when you just work, you don't have the time to get inspiration. And that's like sort of what I felt with the second record, Lady in Gold, because that was just, us working, going on tour and back to the studio and going on tour. And this time we really, could write from a personal perspective, just, through about these years that, because last time we released an album was 2016. So this record is very, personal with, on the lyrics and so on. So, yeah, it's very true this time.
And speaking of which, you've written Proud Woman, which is, it's an anthem. It's like a football stadium anthem for this sort of feminine pride, which is, it's awesome. You've written this inspiring words to a whole generation, really, if you think of it.
Thanks. Yeah. That one, like, that was the fun part with this one. We just wrote it under the hour in the studio. Like, it came out from a jam session, so it was, and it was like a fun song to write, and after when it was done, then you start to realize how much this song could mean for other people and for myself and so on. So it was a cool experience.
Well, is Ellen Larson a worthy role model? Should I be teaching my little sister, who's a singer, should I be teaching her in your direction?
No, you should just, that's the thing. You should let her speak and just be herself and, don't give a fuck about anything or whatever anyone says. Like, because it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You should just be true to yourself. Yeah.
Very wise, very wise. You've come into this genre as well where there's so many women who have done things their own way. There's Grace Slick from Jefferson Airplane and Janis Joplin, Stevie Nicks, who I know is a big inspiration for you. If you could have a famous woman to cover one of your songs, who would you pick?
Dead or alive?
Yeah, dead or alive. I'm not picky.
I guess it's a hard call. But maybe Aretha Franklin or Beyonce. That'd be so awesome.
Beyonce's still alive, I think.
Yeah.
We might be able to get her to sing it.
Yeah. Should send her a message.
Oh yes, I'm very connected. The man doing an interview in his car, he knows Beyonce. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about ABBA? They're great Swedes. I'm sure you know ABBA. All the Swedes know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know them. Yeah. I got their private number. We always have a meeting on Sundays at 12. No, but yeah, they're great. But that'd be a cool cover if ABBA covered a Blues Pills song.
As much as I love Blues Pills, ABBA is still my favorite Swedish band. I'm sorry. I love ABBA.
I love ABBA too.
Good, I'm glad. thought you were going to bite my head off for that, comparing two Swedes to each other, even though they're completely different music styles.
No, I actually did covers of ABBA, but when I was younger, I had a disco metal band. And then we did a few ABBA tracks, and we just like made them super metal, because they are pretty metal when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like with the harmonies and shit.
There's so many good metal ABBA covers. So many of them.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere I can hear that?
But you can hear it.
Yeah, is it posted anywhere? Is it recorded?
I think it probably could find it on YouTube, but I mean, this is like such a long time. I remember we were like competing in the Battle of the Bands. It was hilarious. And there's like one guy that I play with, he's like seriously over 2 meters tall, or I don't know if you maybe you don't, like 200 centimeters. Do you measure in that?
Yeah, meters. We have meters.
Something else?
Yeah, we have meters.
Yeah. So he's like super tall, and the other guys are super tall. And then they all had makeup, and we had like glitter and outfits and shit. It was just crazy.
That is awesome.
But I don't know where you can find it. Probably on YouTube.
I reckon I'll do some digging. I'll try and bombard the official page of Blues Pills when I find it. I heard that you got kicked off of Instagram.
No. No.
Oh.
I took away my Facebook because I got like a bunch of dick pics sent to me. So that like, hey. Yeah, just like old granny tits too. Like they were sending, like with all these people sending me like weird stuff. So then I deleted my Facebook because I couldn't handle it anymore.
Wow, who thinks that will work? I'll just hit up this very talented, very famous celebrity and show him my cock, and surely that's the way to fame. Surely. Yeah,
it was fucked up. So yeah, I took it off. But I mean, they also, like, because I'm sort of a, but I mean, I've been, the band says that I have to think a bit before I reply on emails and stuff, because I have ADHD, so I like instantly, I'm instantly like super happy, or I can get complete bitch. So I usually need a few minutes if I get like a bad email or something, like, yeah.
Well, I'm glad I got the happy one.
Yeah, I'm mostly happy. It just, when people, like, that was the thing too, when people sent you like dick pics, it was like insane.
Yeah, there's not really like a nice polite way to reply to an unsolicited dick pic, is there? Like, oh, good job. Hope show me when it grows next year.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ellen, you're obviously a very proud woman. You said it about 40 times on the recent song, so I hope you are proud.
Yeah.
Besides from dick pics, what's the best part of being a woman? What am I missing out on?
I don't know, everything. What's the best part of being a man?
I don't know. There's a lot of negatives that come with being a man. I'm tall. I hit my head on things. People always think it's cool to be tall. Girls think I'm cool because I'm tall. It's overrated, honestly. I wish I was short, but being a short guy isn't very desirable. So if I was a woman, I'd like to be a short woman. Boobs are nice. Yeah. Everyone loves boobs. Gay guys love boobs. Girls like boobs. Guys like boobs.
Yeah.
I've got a decent pair of boobs. They're alright.
They're alright. Yeah. But I mean, that's a hard question, because like everything and we were not that different.
Yeah, that's true.
Only the fact that I have a vagina, and
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Ellen Larson has a vagina. Stay tuned for the first page of my magazine coming out next summer. I'll wait to a full scoop on that.
Yeah.
Let's get to a real question.
Yeah.
Now, Holy Moly. Well, while I don't doubt it's going to be a fantastic album, with some amazing stuff on it. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, I imagine, due to COVID. I'm sure you're sick of talking about COVID. I'm sick of talking about COVID. But, you know, it's affecting the industry and you can't really go out and gig. So what are we planning? I've just talked to Suicide Silence, who did a virtual world tour to promote their stuff. Are we going to have a holy moly golf party?
I guess so. No, it's, I have no idea. Like, I know we're going on a promo trip next week, which we all been strictly against, but we're taking the car down to Germany, so we can't, spread any disease or whatever. But I mean, it is hard because we're in a band. We can't just survive on selling records because not many people buy records anymore, and we can't survive on the streaming services. So for us, it's a very tricky situation because we need to tour, and touring is not possible right now. So I think after the release, we might do some promo stuff, maybe some, live streams, and then we probably will start recording our fourth album or start working on it. But I mean, I'm applying to school, to university now because some people say this might be until like 2022. Then you sort of start to, you start to realize like what little you help, in your career to the society. Like, I mean, I do music, but I've been doing music for 10 years. So now when I'm applying for other jobs, like no one wants to hire you because you've just been a touring musician for 10 years. Yeah.
What are you going to study?
Music.
Or
I applied to it. But it's like music history and music, like what music contributes to the society, and it was just like pretty cool class. And then it was I don't know what's it called in English, but genocide. I think maybe it's called. But I don't even know if I get in because I applied too late, but I'm on a waiting list. So.
Well, I hope for the best for you.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, I really love doing music, but and in Sweden because we have different corporation stuff. You can even have your own small business, or you can have a big AB business, and we just have small businesses, and then we pay. I think I pay like half of my income or more to tax, and then I have to set over money for my pension. And then you don't get any help from the government because you are a small business. So it's like a really shit situation for us, small businesses. And that's the thing. Like, it's mostly women who are owners of small business in Sweden. So it's it's fucked up.
Not to get political, but is that because of is that socialism that's going on, or?
I mean, that's the thing. I've always been proud paying a lot of taxes, which I've done for years. I mean, I started to work when I was 14, like extra. So for me, getting free school and free healthcare and all this, and clean, you have the clean country, you have free water, like all those things. I think you should help each other with. But in this case, when this whole thing is, when this pandemic strikes the whole world, there was no safety net for us with small businesses. And then it just kind of, what I feel is so unfair, because then all the money that I paid, because since I'm a small business owner, I have to pay way more tax for some reason that I don't understand. So it's really a shit situation, and I think that has to do with the socialist thing in one way. But I think they missed this point, because like, it's not that I'm making a lot of money. I can survive on my music now, but I don't have any. I'm the worst at savings. So I basically don't have any pension.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm terrified for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I just hope I hope I die young, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Well, no,
Terrible
but
to say, but I mean, no. But I mean, that's why I started to, reconsider going back to school to actually get some sort of education to fall back on. Yeah.
fair enough.
Okay.
I've just learnt the ins and outs of socialism. You know, I've always been a proud capitalist. Now I have a quote to fall back on.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sweden, why is it that you prefer to sing in English? Like, aren't you alienating a lot of the European audience?
I think. I mean, Swedish. There's not many people speaking Swedish.
What, in Sweden?
Yeah, in Sweden, that's it. And like the Norwegians understand us, but we don't understand them, and like the Danish understand us, but we don't understand them, and vice versa. But so I think since there is such a small language, English is one of the very important subjects that you learn like very early. I think in first grade in Sweden. So that's probably why we speak good English, and then we can write songs in English because there's not many artists in Sweden that can only tour Sweden. That's like a handful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Unless all of Sweden loved you, there wouldn't be much of an audience.
Yeah, no.
Might be good to write one or two songs in Swedish, though.
Yeah, we have one.
Oh, well, that just made me embarrassed.
We have one. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just like too. When I try to write more songs in Swedish, but it just gets too like direct. I think I can hide myself between. When I speak English, I can. It's sort of, or anyways, when I write songs in English, I can hide behind it. But Swedish is like so straightforward. But I mean, it is a cool language to sing on. It is very melodic, so it does work.
Well, would you mind giving me would you mind reading my name in Swedish? XX After Dark.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Or do you want me to say, hi, my name is Max?
Sure.
Okay. Hej, jag heter Max.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That's awesome. You just sounded like the Swedish chef from the Muppets. Herba
Yeah.
So how do you say DJ double X?
All right. DJ double X.
Oh, that's disappointing.
That's cool in Swedish, though.
Oh,
it's working in Swedish.
Fair enough. All right, one more. I'll give you one more. How do I say I am a proud woman?
Jag är en stolt kvinna.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Use that one.
Yeah, I should.
Alternate version of the song. That'd be epic.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, well, I better let you go prepare for your next phone call. It won't be as great as this one, just remember that. I had to make an impression on someone today.
Yeah.
So I'll just read you a bit of an outro and then we'll be done, okay? Is that all good?
All right, cool. Yeah,
awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Alan, for your time. I appreciate you. I love you. Blues Pills, Holy Moly is coming soon, August 21st. But before then, make sure you indulge in their 3 hot new singles. Thank you once again for joining me.
Thanks, Max.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to go research that hair metal band now.